What's up, guys? Max here, and as we all know, Comic-Con has recently concluded, and there was some pretty interesting fighting game news to come from NetherRealm. We did get the announcement trailer late last week regarding Blue Beetle and Wonder Woman being in the game. Blue Beetle, of course, being a welcome character because so many people were asking for his inclusion back in Injustice, the first game, and Wonder Woman was kind of a given. We all knew it was going to happen, but the thing that changed quite a bit is that Wonder Woman's going to be slightly different than her Injustice 1 version. Back in the first game, her trait allowed her to switch between the rope stance and the whip stance, as well as her sword and shield, but apparently she's going to have that at her side all the time now. She's going to have access to both the weapons, and her trait is going to slightly change, though, and her trait seems like it's going to be more about her aerial mobility, like air dashing and stuff, which she had naturally in Injustice 1, and that's going to become part of her trait in Injustice 2, it looks like, so they're kind of switching things up a bit there. Blue Beetle, however, does seem to be taking a few things from kind of Baraka-style characters, as well as a little bit of Devora, so his playstyle is starting to look fairly unique. There's not many other characters that kind of do this in the Injustice games, and we do know that many of the Injustice characters, especially guys like Batman, Superman, Aquaman, take a lot of big similarities from the first game because they are the same characters in this game, so once you jump in, you know how to play Batman or Superman or even Wonder Woman to an extent, a lot of stuff is going to be very familiar and very similar. Now, the big thing I wanted to talk about is my personal opinion on the character designs. I first thought Wonder Woman didn't look that bad. In terms of her character design, how she looks, her female form is a lot better than what they were showing off back in Injustice 1. Woof. And she animates and her full body moves do look very cool. It's just that when you start slowing things down and going frame by frame in some of those in-betweens, oh my god, her face looks absolutely ridiculous. And the same thing kind of happens to Blue Beetle. We were all making this observation about the kind of crazy looking faces back when the game was revealed at E3 with characters like Supergirl. But I'm thinking this is definitely a thing that they're going to work on. It's one of the most notable issues in Injustice 2 right now graphically, is that the faces right now are mocapped. The animation of the faces does look fantastic, but some of the way the faces are designed and how they collide with shadows can look straight rough in some of these shots. So even though I do kind of like Blue Beetle's overall design, and I think Wonder Woman's overall like character design, her body type is probably some of the best stuff NetherRealm's actually done with female characters, but dude, when it gets to the face of both of them, things just start looking a little weird, and I'm really hoping that's going to change over time. It's just a big collision of the comic booky style of the whole game, and you have these hyper-realistic Uncanny Valley faces. I would love to see an improvement in this regard, and I think they are aware of it. There was a bunch of other news and rumors that kind of came out as a result of Injustice 2 at Comic-Con. More hints along the lines of how many characters are going to be in the game, and it does look like it's going to be over 30 or well over 30 from what they are saying. There was a lot of questions in regards to costumes, what kind of costumes characters will get access to in the game, and they did say that there will be some accessories and kind of modifying costume pieces that will make some characters look like other characters. The big question at hand was like Power Girl, and there might be some stuff you can customize on Supergirl to make her look very similar to Power Girl, which can be very interesting in terms of other character appearances that might be odd characters that might not show up because of limited popularity, could actually make a somewhat appearance on a customized character. And the last big thing regarding Injustice 2 is that Ed pretty much confirmed that there will be another Mortal Kombat character in the game. The reasoning behind it, outside of the kind of like big amount of backlash that a lot of people don't like guest characters in DC games, or they want to see another DC character like Blue Beetle instead of Scorpion in the first Injustice, was kind of revolving around the fact that, yo dog, a whole bunch of people bought Scorpion for the first Injustice game. Like, he was, I guess, by far the most downloaded and purchased character of all the DLC characters for Injustice, so it's definitely going to happen again, and my guess is that it's probably going to be Sub-Zero in this game. It's probably going to be Sub-Zero or Scorpion again. I wouldn't be surprised. And speaking of MKX, there was also some news related to it, and Ed was just kind of hinting that the news that he had for Mortal Kombat wasn't ready for EVO, that there is going to be more news down the line in regards to Mortal Kombat X, but is not saying anything in regards to what it is. Is it just a balance patch? Is it going to be Combat Season 3? Is it going to be an updated PC version? I think all of those are really good news. The balance patch especially, that's easy to do. It just adjusts the current characters. But even when it comes down to a Combat Pack 3 of more new characters or man, considering the fact that the PC version could get fixed, I don't know. Either one of those seem like such good news that really either one would be fantastic for Mortal Kombat X as a game and to see it continually updated. I would love the PC version, in all honesty, just to get a whole bunch of sick-ass mods so we can all play each other, hopefully with the new updated GGPO netcode. I don't know. That's a dream. That seems like a lot of work, but they did put a lot of work into the netcode to make it completely playable and some of the best out there, so I'm only hoping that they're listening and they're aware and that we can see something very soon, because Ed did say that this announcement is going to be not too far away. We're going to be getting something else in regards to MKX or MKXL. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you for listening to the update. I'm excited to see what they're coming up with next, and there's a lot more character reveals they have that are going to be leading up to this game's release sometime in 2017. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere between February to April, which is usually when the NetherRealm games launch. As always, guys, thank you a ton for watching. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.